We want to deliver happiness in all areas, always, big and small. That's more important. Happiness. Our aim is to have something new, to have something that you don't get it from anywhere else. Connezt Dots started, our core product is called Bai Jia Bei. A lot of people, they known it as Ama the Bei, meaning to say that the Amas used to sew this with scrap of fabric. This is a very beautiful tradition which I hope that I can rekindle, I can reintroduce to the younger generation. Because our Bai Jia Bei is very unique in a way that it's not just joining pieces of fabric together. We actually have 100 pieces of fabric sewed together, and it's 100 pieces of non-repeat fabric, symbolizing blessing from 100 families. I started off with teaching the public how to sew Bai Jia Bei, and the initial response was overwhelming. It was like out of our expectation.
我是 Angela Fu， 我跟 Connezt 是因为我在 NKF 里面有一个好像学白加倍的课程，所以我有参加就认识咯。原本我也是没有兴趣这些，自从NKF 有这个课程，我们学习完了没有？等我做完这个白加倍，这副白加倍，我觉得很开心啊。
Every single of our products is practical. They definitely has a practical use to our product, and it will give our beneficiaries the kind of satisfaction that whatever that I'm doing actually is being useful to other people. They feel that they are learning something every day. They are actually helping people every day.
那种心情是很难，从来没有做过这种针线缝东西的忽然做成一副这样的被会很开心啊！你做完的东西人家用，好像我们很致富这样咯。那说哇，我们还是有用的我们还可以做很多东西，人家都会欣赏。
We went to a lot of organizations to introduce myself, to let them know that we actually are able to provide employment for their patients, for their beneficiaries, to be able to stay at home.
他知道我们好像病人不能出去外面工作，可以给我们一点东西在家里做消磨时间，又可以赚一点点零用钱花，真的对我们的帮助很大。
We actually have to go to their house one by one, each one, to teach them how to sew, to make sure they can be able to sew, and to make sure that their workmanship is of quality.
我希望他以后越做越好咯，再加上也是可以帮助很多老人那种贫穷家庭、孤独老人这些，还有我们这些病友这些，可以消磨时间。
We wish that we can connect more with all the charity organizations to be able to create something that is solely for them, for their fundraising, for them to be able to engage beneficiaries to help fundraise for charity organizations. We want to deliver happiness in all areas, always, big and small, to whether it's our customer, whether it's our students, or our beneficiary. That's more important, happiness. Hi. I have one question about how long do you need to complete to sew blankets? Actually, it depends very much on the student itself, because when we teach you the basic ways of sewing, right, then you will have to do the so-called homework at home. So if you are able to spend more time in sewing, using whether it's hand stitching or sewing machines, then it'll be faster. There are students who actually will just take 2 weeks to complete blankets, but some can take up to 6 months. And the next question is, can we donate cloth? Actually, we don't really accept donated cloth in any ways, because we are pretty particular about the cloth we use. It has to be cotton, and good quality cotton. So our fabric for the blankets or for any of our products are actually we bought direct from factory, where the factory will actually cut the pieces of fabric into size that we required, so as not to tired out our beneficiaries by cutting the fabric, because cutting is very tedious, right? Is it possible? Oh, definitely. Okay, 90% of our students actually have no sewing experience. They actually, most of them do not even know how to thread a needle. All right. That's why when you come to our class, not only you learn how to sew a blanket, you are learning a life skill. Okay. We will teach from the basic sewing skills, and also to teach starting hand stitching. All right. You are able to complete the whole blanket by hand stitching. That is possible because most of my students actually does that. They do not have sewing machine at home. They do and complete the blanket by hand stitching. Okay. Is that the blanket? Yes, that's the blanket behind. Okay. This is the sample front of an adult blanket. Sorry, adult blanket usually is more cheerful, and the unique part about our blanket is because it's big or small, it's actually 100 pieces. Okay, why 100 pieces? Because to signify and symbolize 百家, meaning to say that we actually like having and getting the blessing from hundreds family. So it's a very meaningful blankets as a gift, okay, to the elderly or to baby, children, toddler, to your loved ones. Yeah. Any more questions? Okay, maybe I'll tell you more about our beneficiaries. Okay, our beneficiaries are most of them are actually referred by social enterprise. Referred by social worker. All right, when social worker realize that their client who are mostly low incomes, elderly, single, not having family support, okay, so and most of them have a common factor, means most of them are actually difficulties in movement, so they don't really get out of the house very much. So every day they mainly will just stay in the house and not able to do anything. So as time goes by, a lot of them will actually have feelings of negativity or hopelessness and feeling depressed. So when the social worker actually detect some form of or some sign of depression, they will actually refer them to us, hoping that we can connect them in activities like sewing. So we will actually go to them and then we engage them and talk to them, okay, and see whether are they interested or are they good in sewing. If they are interested, even without experience, we will be able to guide them and we will be able to teach them, and they will start from there. As our beneficiaries are a lot differ in how would I say, standard of the sewing, okay? So we have to create a lot more product beside blankets, because blanket is something that we actually need a lot more practice in sewing, a lot more skill in sewing, and a lot more difficult to sew, okay? So we actually came out with a lot of small little product like this. This is a phone sofa. It's a phone sofa. Basically, it holds phone. All right. How this comes about is because we notice that whenever we go to school or we go to companies to promote our products, a lot of the ladies or the teachers, in order for them to be able to view their phone when they're at the desk, they use Tumblr, they use cards, they use books to actually try to stable and stand the phone, which most of the time is very unstable. So what we do is we create something like that. Okay, it's very, very sustainable because this is reusable, it's washable. You can actually put inside the washing machine and wash by itself. Okay, it's non-spoil because there's no mechanism. All right, you buy one, you can actually use for a million years. That's what I always tell my customers. And it's very, very affordable. We have very beautiful design, okay? Very beautiful design, designed fabric, which is a lot of time you can choose the fabric of your choice. And it's very affordable, only at $15 per pieces, all right? And okay, another thing about elderly is if you notice and if you have elderly at home, they like to collect plastic bags. Okay, I don't know for what purpose, but they usually have a lot of plastic bag at home. Okay, so they are not aware of the damage that plastic could cause to the earth, to the mother nature. So when we started off with this sustainability line, okay, we created this tapao bag. This tapao bag, it has a white base. Okay, the base is able to accommodate the rectangle plastic container, the food container. And one bag itself can actually be able to accommodate two of them. So it's very stable because it has white base. Okay, it's very lightweight because then when you put inside your bag, it doesn't add on to your the weight of your handbag. Okay, and it's made of cotton, 100% cotton, very good sewing and close seam, okay, and it's fast drying so that whenever it's dirty, all you have to do is just rinse it under the running tap and it's dry. Okay, one bag each person buys. Okay, if you do a lot of tapao, okay, this is to replace the small little blue plastic. Usually, if you go tapao, right, then the store holder will give you a blue plastic for your 1 liter rectangle boxes. And what do? After you finish your lunch or your food, you will just use the blue plastic. You wrap it up with your container and you throw away because the blue plastic is actually too small for actually a lot of things. So we will really, really encourage ladies, office ladies who do a lot of tapao to get tapao bags so that they can save a lot of blue plastic. And by teaching our beneficiaries to actually sew all these tapao bags, okay, we are also at the same time educating them. Okay, we show them videos, we show them pictures that how plastic has damaged the earth, how that plastic has caused serious damages to the marine creatures. All right. So at the same time, by sewing the tapao bag, they actually learn. They know new knowledge. Okay. So it boosts their confidence level. They feel that they are not so far away from the society. They are also learning. They are also sewing something that are actually benefiting the earth, that's helping the earth and helping people. So this is what we actually want our beneficiaries to feel, to be able to help, to be able to contribute despite their condition, despite their age, despite their sickness. All right. So a lot of times we create things that are of practical use. Just like, okay, this. What is this? A lot of people will think that it's actually toy for the dog. Okay, I do have customer that actually buy for the dog, all right? But actually this is a wrist rest, okay? It let you rest your wrist if you are doing a lot of with the laptop, with your mouse, because if you do not have this wrist rest, you will be resting your wrist on the table and using the mouse. So your wrist is at an acute angle, And in the long run, it actually will damage all the nerves and the muscle here, which it causes you a lot of pain because you do experience customer having that. While the wrist rest let you actually relax and rest your wrist when you're doing the mouse at an angle where it does not strain your muscle or your nerves at all. All right. So most of our products, actually, we have a practical usage for it. We actually observe what the public or what our customer actually needs, and then we create so that it's, how would I say, a lot easier for them. It benefits them in a lot of ways. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you something. Hold on, please. So sorry. This is a snap pouch, meaning to say that it's magnetic. Okay. It's a size, it's a very handy pouch for teenagers, young adults, or ladies who likes to put makeups in their handbag. All right. Or a lot of mother, they actually buy this for their teenage daughter because it's enough to put 2 sanitary pads. Okay, it's machine washable, reusable, and it's very pretty. And the unique part about these pouches is, okay, every pouch is different. Okay, we educate the beneficiary to only have one combination of design for each pouch. So they have to actually think about the combination, they have to match themselves. The reason being, in order for them to create or to sew this pouch, they have to use their thinking cap. They have to actually think how to match, what to match, and which combination look nice. In this way, they actually think, they actually use their brain cell. And this will greatly make their mind very active, and it will deter dementia. Because most of the time they are alone at home. They don't actually interact with people. They don't talk a lot, and they don't think a lot. They 胡思乱想, but they don't think the positive thing. All right. So when we ask this, they actually we will give them a stack of fabric, different design, different colors. So what they do is they will actually think about it, think of how to combine which is the best combination, which fabric and which color matches well, and how do they create. And everyone has to be different and unique. Okay, that is the purpose of having this snap pouch. And it's really one of our best seller because the combination is usually, okay, very unique and very nice. Okay, I would like to ask if anybody has any more questions for me. Yeah. If not, I will introduce for some more products. This is one of our very unique products. All right, it's a doggy pillow. All right, and this doggy pillow has a unique features, which is a love note pocket. Meaning to say that, okay, it's a actually it's a washable pillow. Meaning to say that you can actually put the whole thing in the washing machine to wash. All right, and then you can just dry as per normal, wash as per normal. It's fine. Inside is cotton with linen. Inside is microfiber. All right, it's very fast drying and it does not have any smells. Okay, look. Okay, you can see properly. We can actually embroider the kids' names with a template. All right, this pocket is actually for parents if they would like to send love notes for their children. Okay, sometimes they might not see them for the day because they have to work late. So they are actually able to write some notes or before they go to work and slot it in for the kids. And when the kids get up, they will actually find surprises. All right, okay, so cute, right? I can tell you, you probably cannot find this anywhere else in Singapore because this is our own design. All right? Do we have guys? Oh, obviously we do. We have boyfriend, girlfriends. We have husband and wife. We have brothers that actually comes and sold the blankets for the sister who's getting married. Yes, we do. And then surprisingly, some of the guys are actually very good in sewing, because I think the main thing is they really want to learn, they really want to sew for their loved ones. So their sewing is perfect. Do we get to choose the cloth pattern of the product? Product, yes. Blanket, no. Because our blanket is 100 piece of non-repeat design, which come in a packet already. All right, there's nothing to choose. But product, yes. Most of product you can choose your fabric, and then most of our products, okay, the bigger ones above $25, we actually give you free embroidery, meaning to say that you can have name embroidery for free. Below the price of $25, you can also have name embroidery at a cost of $3 per name. All right, every single product you are able to have personalized with names embroidery. Then you can choose the cloth product. Yes. Any more questions that you'd like me to answer? Oops. Yeah. Oh, yes. Our phone so far is very, very cute and very useful, and is our bestseller. Okay, for Christmas, I've sold hundreds already, because you know, for Christmas, sometimes you just have to buy so many Christmas presents to so many people, your friends, relatives, your colleagues, right? And yeah, and the cost cannot be too high because you have to buy so many. So it's a very reasonable cost, reasonable pricing for one gifts. You know, it's $15, and the most important thing is you give this and you present this as a gift to your friends, relatives, and colleagues. You can be sure that, okay, they will never receive a similar gift from anybody else, unless that anybody buys the same thing from us. If not, you can't find anyone in Singapore is selling this at this moment of time. Okay, I'm not too sure about, but at this presently, no, there is nobody selling this at the moment. Okay, and the pouch is very useful. It's really very useful. Look, it's really magnetic, and it's not going to spoil it because it's a strip, and it's not going to rust. You can just throw inside the washing machine and just wash as per normal, and then you just iron it to be nice. Okay. Okay, I guess I do answer most of the questions already. Okay. At this moment of time, all right, if you have any more questions after this session, or after this videos, okay, and you would like to ask me, you can actually WhatsApp me at 93621137. I'll be very glad to answer all your questions and to let you know more about Connezt Dots. Connezt Dots is a social enterprise. We empower special people around us, giving them hope, giving them happiness, giving them a brighter future. Thank you very much.